This is the OUPES Mega 1 portable power station, and this video is my take after 8 months of real use at home, on the road, and during a couple of surprise outages. I bought it for the combo of a 2000 watts pure sine wave inverter, fast charging, and a Life PO4 battery in a package that's easier to carry than most units with the same output. In my opinion, the Mega 1 is built for quick, heavy hits of power and fast turnarounds, not for sitting all day pushing a space heater. If that sounds like your use case, keep listening. On looks and feel, it's compact and sturdy for what it does. The shell is plastic but feels tight and well put together, with a centered handle that balances the 28-pound weight better than I expected. It's the kind of heft you can lift in and out of a trunk without groaning, even if you do it a few times. The footprint is friendly for small spaces, and the side-mounted inputs are a small but smart touch because cables don't stick out the front where you're plugging in other things. The 4 AC outlets are spaced wide enough that bricks don't crowd each other, and that alone saves headaches. The screen is clear straight on and shows the info you actually care about: percent, input-output watts, and time to empty or time to full. The only design gripe I don't love is the screen's poor off-angle visibility. Unless I'm right in front of it, I sometimes think it's turned off. It's not a deal breaker, but it does clash with the otherwise thoughtful layout. From my experience, the Mega 1 punches above its physical size. The inverter is legit 2000 watts continuous with a 4500 watt surge, so it handled my microwave for quick meals, a drip coffee maker, a shop vac, and a circular saw on a fence repair day. My older refrigerator had no issue starting on it, which is usually what trips up smaller stations. For a storm outage, it kept the fridge humming, ran lights and my router, and gave me enough runway until power came back. Runtime is where expectations matter. The battery is 1024 watt-hours, and once you factor in inverter losses, it feels closer to around 850 to 900 watt-hours usable in real life. That means a 1500 watt space heater chews through it in roughly half an hour. That's not a fault, it's just physics. High draw equals short runtime. If you want a long marathon, you'll either sip power with smaller loads or add an expansion battery. I tried a night of CPAP without the humidifier on AC power and made it through until morning, though I kept an eye on the percentage. For folks who use 12-volt fridges, the regulated 12-volt port and the extra DC barrel jacks are steady and reliable, which is nice because some brands have dropped those. Charging speed is the most impressive part. Key features that stood out to me are the 1400-watt wall turbo charge that gets the unit from low to 80% extremely fast, and the 700-watt slower mode for quieter charging and better battery care. I use the slower setting when I don't need to turn it around in a hurry. On solar, the 800-watt max input with a solid MPPT controller is a big win. With good sunlight and a properly sized array, it refills much faster than other stations I've owned. Hybrid charging, AC plus solar, can stack to a very high total input, and that saved me during a back-to-back outage when I needed it ready again before evening. For anyone new to this, Life PO4 is a safer, longer life battery chemistry than older lithium designs. It's rated for thousands of cycles, which in plain terms means the battery should hold up for years if you don't abuse it. I usually charge to about 80 to 90% for daily cycles and don't leave it at 0% or 100% for long stretches. That habit is optional, but good practice. Now for the parts that matter day to day. The fans are loud when the unit is pushing hard or when you're using turbocharge. I'm talking old desktop computer levels with a higher pitched tone. It doesn't bother me in a garage or on a patio, but it's not pleasant in a quiet living room. I switch to the slower 700-watt charge when I care about noise. I also learned to position it a bit away from where people are sitting, and that helps. Another quirk that's worth knowing: during big surges when something starts up, the voltage can dip briefly. It usually recovers, but I don't run sensitive electronics like my tower PC at the same time as a heavy appliance. The manual hints at the same advice, and I think it's smart. For backup power on routers, lights, and a fridge, the unit has an EPS or UPS-like mode with under 20 millisecond transfer. That means if the grid drops, it switches fast enough that most devices won't notice. It's not a true online UPS, so I don't treat it like mission-critical protection for servers or medical gear. For everyday home use, it's been seamless. The app is fine, not flashy. I use it to toggle outputs, change the charging speed, and check watts from the couch. Connection over Bluetooth has been reliable, and Wi-Fi works once you set it up. It doesn't feel fancy, but it gets the job done. I like that it supports bypass charging, so I can keep devices powered while the station is charging. That's handy for my small chest freezer pair during storm season. On the accessories front, the included AC cable, car to Anderson, and MC4 to Anderson made setup straightforward with my panel kit. No hunting for special adapters. The expansion story matters with this unit. The base battery is the sprinter, and the B2 external battery turns it into more of a distance runner. Adding expansion bumps capacity to a huge 5 kilowatt-hour total, which changes how you can use it for overnight heat or long boondocking. The trade-off is portability. You lose the pick-up-and-go vibe and move toward a semi-stationary setup. For me, that's a fair path. Start small, grow if you need to. What I like most, and where I want to keep the focus, are the things that make it easy to live with. From my experience, the power-to-weight ratio is excellent. I don't dread moving it. The AC outlets are spaced like someone actually uses chunky plugs. The side inputs keep cables clean when this sits on a shelf. The recharge speed is honestly the feature I rely on most. When an outage ends, I can be ready for the next hiccup quickly, which is the point of backup gear. The 800-watt solar ceiling is another big reason I picked it. It lets me top up fast off-grid instead of waiting all day for a trickle. And the Life PO4 chemistry is a comfort. Long cycle life is real peace of mind when you invest in a station like this. Not everything is perfect. The display angle is frustrating sometimes. I still wish there was a built-in light, and the fan tone is sharp under load. I had one scare after a long day of high solar input where it wouldn't wake on the first press. I unplugged everything, let it sit a couple minutes, and it came back. It hasn't repeated, but it reminded me to keep the vents clear and avoid baking it in a hot trunk. The 5-year warranty helps me feel better about the long haul. It's perfect for anyone who needs real 120-volt power in short bursts and wants fast turnarounds. Contractors running tools between tasks, campers and RVers who want to hit a microwave or coffee maker, homeowners who need a few hours of fridge, lights, and internet during storms. I'd recommend this for folks who value charging speed and portability more than silent operation and all-day high-watt runtime. If you plan to run a heater for hours, plan on adding the expansion battery or choosing a larger capacity unit from the start. In my opinion, the Mega 1 has a clear identity. It's a compact box that hits hard, charges fast, and carries easily. The trade-offs are honest. Loud fans under stress, modest base capacity against a very strong inverter, and a screen you have to face head-on. If you buy it with the right expectations, it delivers. If you need quiet and long endurance, this isn't your match without add-ons. In conclusion, the OUPES Mega 1 is a strong pick if you want real household-grade power in a portable shape, backed by fast AC and high solar input. Key features like the 2000-watt pure sine inverter, 0-80% charging speed options, the under 20 milliseconds UPS function, and app control make it easy to use and easy to trust for everyday backup. From my experience, it works best as a sprinter that can become a marathoner when you add capacity. I'd recommend this for people who care about speed, flexibility, and smart design choices that make day-to-day use simple. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more practical gear talk, and drop your questions or your own experience with the Mega 1 in the comments. Thank you for watching.